Hi Queens, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be back with another tutorial for you guys. So I'm priming my eyes, as you guys already know. I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and I'm just blending that out with my finger because I like to do this technique instead with the brush because it just melts the concealer right into your skin. And to set that concealer, I'm going to be using my Sigma Warm Neutrals palette, and I'm using the color Sugar Milk, and I'm just using my Sigma brush to apply that. And let me tell you, these eyeshadows are super buttery. I really fell in love with them. Now I'm going to take this eyeshadow from the same Sigma Warm Neutrals palette, and it's called Cinnamon. And I'm just using my Sigma E40 brush to blend that into my crease. And as I've mentioned before, it is very important to start off with soft eyeshadows and then gradually pick up the darker ones because obviously you don't want to end up with raccoon eyes, and it's also going to be harder to blend. So always start with your warm, soft, neutral colors and then pick up your darker tones. Then I'm just getting the same Morphe brush and I'm just going to blend that out so everything is really nice and blended into my crease. Then I'm taking this Makeup Forever eyeshadow and I'm just going to be putting it all over my crease as well. And take your time when you're blending out the eyeshadows. Remember, patience is key, especially when you're doing your eyeshadow. I remember when I was learning in the beginning, I did not have patience whatsoever, but I knew that if I wanted to learn how to do my eyeshadows, that I had to have a lot of patience and just blend, 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 blend away. Now I'm gonna use my favorite eyeshadow ever, the MAC Brown Script. Oh my gosh, this eyeshadow is my favorite. I love it. It's just amazing. And I'm just using the same Sigma E40 brush and I'm just blending that into my crease. And for this specific look, I'm not really too worried and concerned about having like that gradient effect on my eyeshadows because I'm going to be worrying about that once I put in the darker tones. Now I'm going to pick up this beautiful MAC eyeshadow in the name Sketch. This is also one of my favorite eyeshadows because it really blends beautifully, and of course it's like a more darker purple, so those are super hard to work with in my opinion if you don't have like the right formula of the eyeshadows. So these for me are just heaven and they blend really nicely into the crease, and I'm using a more denser brush to apply that literally like on the inner crease. So as you guys see right here, I'm just going back and forth with that, but I'm not bringing it too much on my upper crease. Now I'm going to be picking up my older Sigma E40 blending brush, and the reason that I love to use this one instead of the new one is because that one seems to be a little bit more shorter on the bristles and it's more denser, so it's just going to get it right in that spot where I want to, but I don't have any product on the brush, so I'm just literally blending out that purple that I just applied with the more denser brush, and literally use a clean blending brush to do that because you don't want to mix um, too much of the colors like on the upper crease, so use a clean brush. As you guys can see here, I'm just bringing it up towards my crease a little bit but not too much, and of course like I said, this is a clean blending brush, so it does not have any product, so it's not going to apply any more color on the upper crease. And then I'm taking this eyeshadow. I don't know where it's from. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like a Morphe single eyeshadow or either Makeup Forever, no, sorry, Makeup Geek eyeshadow. They kind of look very similar, but I'm not sure. It's kind of more of a creamier texture and formula than the Morphe one, so I think it might be Makeup Geek, but it's called Secretive. If any of you guys know which one it is, please let me know in the comments below. Then I'm going to take Shadowy Lady from MAC, and I'm just going to place that right where I placed the first dark purple eyeshadow on the inner crease, and I'm just going to blend that out. Also, I'm using the same Sigma E40 blending brush, but I'm using the newer one, I believe, or is it the old one? No, it's the older one. I could tell because of the handle looks kind of faded, so yeah, it's the older one. And as you guys could see, I'm not really worried too much about bringing it up into my crease because what I did earlier, I placed the purples on my upper crease, and then all I worry about right here is placing that dark purple into the inner crease. And this was my first time actually trying this, and it worked out so much better than using my other brushes to cut my crease. It honestly is so much easier. So if you guys have a Sigma eyeliner brush or any eyeliner brush that's very similar to this one, use it, because trust me, cutting your crease will be so much more easier. And I didn't really have that much complications. And as I've mentioned before, doing a cut crease is not my specialty. Let's just say that. And I'm using concealer. I forgot to mention that to you guys. So I'm using concealer to cut my crease. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the same eyeshadow that I used in the beginning, which is the Sugar Milk from the Sigma Neutral palette. And I'm just going to put it where I cut my crease and I place that concealer on my lid. So we're just going to place that over that. Now remember, you don't want that cut crease to look harsh on the outer corners, so make sure to blend in the same eyeshadow that you used on the outer corners and blend it into your concealer, because or else it's just gonna look harsh, and I don't think you guys want that, right? Then I'm going to take these Creative Soul lashes in the style Ambitious, which happen to be my favorite right now. I love them. And also, can we talk about my skin? I've been breaking out so bad. I think it's just so much stress that I'm going through right now that my skin is reacting, and my face is just piling up with pimples everywhere. It's not even funny, but I'm trying to do my best, but my goodness, I hate dealing with pimples. So I'm just going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, as you guys know. And I got some concealer on my hair. Awesome. Now I'm just taking my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that concealer out. And then I'm setting my concealer with the RCMA translucent powder, and I mixed it with the banana powder. Then I'm taking my Bare Minerals Original Foundation powder, and I'm just setting my foundation as well. And then to contour, I'm using the Sigma powder brush, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. Now I'm going to show you how I've been contouring my nose, because I finally got it. Like years after years after years of trying, I never got it right, but all I needed was this beautiful brush right here. Honestly, thank you so much, Sigma, for sending me this brush. I love it. It literally snatches up my nose like no other. And it's so perfect, as you guys could see. I'm just blending that darker color out a little bit. Then I'm going to take this Morphe blending brush and I'm just going to blend it out a little bit, but not too much, because I've learned that if you blend it a little too much, it disappears. And then I'm just going to apply some translucent powder, and I'm just going to bake my face, that's important too. I'm taking another one of my favorites right now is the Corderosa Sigma blush. Oh my goodness, I love this blush. It's amazing. Like, it's the perfect peachy blush. It's like the MAC Melba. And then I'm taking the JCat Beauty highlight, and I'm just highlighting my face. And then I'm just blending everything out. And then for my lips, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the name Sepia. And then I'm going to take my Mary Badescu facial spray. And that is it, my queens. I really hope that you guys liked this tutorial and found it helpful. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye, queens.